Okay, Victoria Archwoods, round 2. Are you my favorite phallic rock structure, or are you? One or two? One or two? One or two? Tell me, one or two? Which one? One or two? Okay, so, this is a tough decision, you know. Let's break this down here. I mean, okay, this one's a little longer, a little longer and thinner, right? I mean, he's longer and thinner. He's got two little points on the side. But this one's wider. I mean, it covers a lot more surface area, and actually, you have a velocity airflow thingy there. So, if it has a protruding upward motion, you could have some airflow off, and it could create a vacuum. Could create a vacuum thing, like a vacuum, and that could create an interesting little air bubble effect over there. So, I know this because when I was Howard Hughes' personality, all my Boeing engineering and Hughes engineering and all that stuff, dynamic stuff, is in me from that personality. So I know that if you're going to have this upward thrusting motion, you're going to really have this really cool air bubble effect right in the middle there. Imagine a little a circle, circle, maybe I should get a tattoo of a circle or something there. Okay, so you have this little, let's zoom in actually. I mean, why are we so far? Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's much better. So you actually have a double effect, right? I mean, you're gonna have this really cool air bubble effect there, and it'll kind of sort of halfway side, but it might be a little uneven, right? But this one, okay, let's talk about this one for a second here. This phallic rock structure here. Okay, how about this? How about this? Okay, so how about this? Okay, now we don't have our little air bubble effect. You know, we have more of a point to you get to the top of the wall and boom, right? Okay, but you kind of have a little, and you're also, okay, let's talk about this here. He's flat, so the velocity, he's gonna have a slower upward thrust, and this guy, the point, he's gonna cut through the air and fluids dynamically, with a faster velocity, right? Because he's cutting through the dense air fuel, the air-Clyde mixture. Okay, so the air-Clyde, the air-Bonnie mixture. So he's cutting through the air-Bonnie mixture, and because he has that point. And this guy, he's going to slow down. The velocity's going to slow, right? The velocity's going to slow because he's but yet, fast, high velocity isn't always the answer, because sometimes you want a slower, more serene experience in your phallic formations, right? You don't need the boom. You don't always need the boom. Sometimes it's a slower, that slower, but because you have that air bubble, that vibrating air bubble right there, so it's slower with a vibrating air bubble, okay? And then kind of on your left side there too. Okay, this guy's boom, right? He's cutting through the Bonnie air mix, the Bonnie fuel, the air-Bonnie mixture. He's cutting through the air-Bonnie mixture. And boom, 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 and the combustion's at the top, pushing it down. Okay, so, yet you do have a little kind of small little velocity bubbles in here. So, as far as port and polishing. Okay, so, right, so you're going to have a little vibration, you're going to have a little airflow vibration. So, it's a tough call, one or two, right? I mean, one or two. Okay, so, just think, boom, high speed with a little wobble, a little vibration on left and right side, boom, 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 and you're getting the air-Bonnie mixture, and this one is slower. It's slower, right? It's slower. So like, and then, you know, so if I slow with vibration, slow with turbulence, slow with turbulence. Okay, so slow with turbulence, a little reverse, inverse air bubble effect, slow with turbulence. And this guy's like bam, 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 right? But yet you're still getting like the vibrations on the left and right, but not as much, not as much. So 1 or 2. You know, you gotta figure out, you gotta answer. 1 or 2, I need to know the answer. Okay, so slow vibrations with an inverse air turbulence bubble effect, and kind of on the left, or the boom, boom, high speed is cutting through with high velocity, and you have a smaller, less vibration, more velocity, less velocity, more vibration, and remember, this is key, more surface area. More surface area. So is bigger better? Is bigger always better? I mean, look at the cubic inches. Look at the cubic inches. Is bigger always better? I mean, it's hard to say because bigger isn't always better. Sometimes you have more surface area with more of a vibration and the turbulence, yet the less vibration, turbulence, and faster. But really, isn't it? I mean, isn't it the surface area you want? I mean, you know, how I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted now. I am totally, so 1 or 2. I mean, you gotta tell me here, 1 or 2. Okay, so we're doing a statistical analysis and polls here, and we want to know. For women, we want to know. 1 or 2. Okay, that's what we want to know. Okay, I mean, you tell me. I take any girl out here to Victoria, Archwoods in Utah. You need to give an answer. You know, we can't come out here to Utah without any answer with 1 or 2. I mean, maybe we should ask these folk here. These folk. Okay, so we got these 2 structures, right? 1 or 2, right? I mean, and I've been going over in the camera here for about 30 minutes, analyzing see, this one has a faster velocity and it's a little thinner, and this one's, which one?
Right here.
This big one, right?
Yeah, that's the Oregon, and then right next to it is the Tower of Babel.
Oh, they have names?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Oregon?
The Oregon, that's the Tower of Babel.
Oh, those 2 over there.
Like,
what are these 2?
Right here.
Those 2. Those little ones, right?
Yeah. Right
Oh,
here.
yeah. You know, I'm talking so much here. See, this was my thing. Okay, so this one's flatter and wider and has a slower velocity, but yet we have an air bubble, like a turbulent air bubble in the middle.
That's what I like the best.
This one? Does this have a name?
That's the Oregon.
This one. Okay, so this one's the Oregon.
And then right next to it, like right almost behind it, is the Tower of Babel.
Okay, but what about...
This one I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's probably right there.
On the map.
And this one's thinner with a higher velocity, and then on the left and right side, there's kind of like a little turbulent air velocity if you have like an upward thrust here. And
Rock, and those are the
okay, so, oh, that's what I was hiking down there, and I was, yeah, okay. So, so I guess you're 1 then. So she's 1. See, like I said before, 1, it doesn't look, it's not as big and monumental, so size doesn't always matter, right? So we're covering a wider surface area here at a slower velocity, and this one's bigger and it's cutting through and it's going boom, 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 but it's not always size. That's what I'm saying. So she's 1.
I like architecture and stuff like that.
Okay.
More aesthetic she's.
Okay. What about you? 1 or 2? He's 3. He's 3. Good choice. Good choice. If I was the psychology community, A+. Okay, so he's a 3, and I wasn't even getting into 3 because you know what? That is why. Okay, so let me let's look here and see if there's a name. That's the Oh yeah, it is the Oregon. That's funny. The Tower of Babel. Okay, behind. So that's kind of like a double-sided, or a double formation. Okay, so it really is a double formation here. Okay, so that's like, okay, that's like an automatic win. Like that's like you choose 1. You choose one and you get the prize on that one because because you get the secret present on that one. Okay, so she got the Tower of Babel is hidden behind. Okay, so that's like an ultimate. That's like a 2-3, right? That's like a 2-3. Okay, so 3 gossips. Okay, this doesn't have a name. See, bigger isn't always better. What did he pick? He picked 3. I don't even fucking know. Let's see. Oh. Okay. That's it. Colorado River Canyon. I just came from there. Okay. She was on it. She was on it. She was on the okay, so she was on the Oregon. She was on the Oregon. And remember, like I said, bigger is not always better. And in this case, they don't even have a name for you, at least on that map. Okay, we're driving by you. We're driving by, okay, so you're no-namer. No name, Roddy Morales, no-namer. Okay, and the Oregon, baby. Gonna get a big old close-up. Because she chose you. She chose you with a little extra surprise package behind. Okay. She chose you. So we're going to get a close-up of you. Okay, so here we are. We're at the Oregon. The Southern Oregon, and we're a little closer. You can really see those striations and the edging, and the strata, and the just look at those sides. So when it's if there's like an upwards air Bonnie mixture there, it's really it's creating friction on the sides, right? So never judge a book by its cover and peel the onion here on the Oregon, because Oregon, you are number 1 with a special package behind. Okay, so once again, as you get closer, see, you think you throw your judgment on number 1 here, but wait, there's more. Do you want to know more? Okay, so I mean, look, so you have your air turbulence. It's a slower upwards thrust with the air turbulence coming there. But not only that, I mean, look at the rock structure, right? I mean, just, as it's going up, it's not sliding smoothly, but it's creating that, like, kind of special tickle on the sides, right? What I'm saying is if there was like a windy day and winds are hitting it or something, and the wind was kind of coming down the sides. The wind was coming down the sides here. Then on the Air Bonnie mixture, you really it wouldn't just smoothly slide, right? I mean, there's kind of like this subtle tickle vibration from the edging of the rock right there, and it really, the wind walls, it's going up the wind walls, and it's not just slide, but it's kind of like tickle slide, like tickle slide, and then you got like the turbulence coming from the top, so you're like, like a very Jada, you know what I'm saying? Like it's very cushy. It's very cushy, but like the turbulent, right? Okay, so you got your bubble, okay, and then you got your tickles on the sides, and then you know what I'm talking about. If the winds kick up, right? If the winds kick up, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. So Oregon here, one or I don't even know where 2 was. This 2 because now I'm confused. I mean, this doesn't look like 2. But 1, the Oregon, and 2 didn't even have a name. I mean, 2 didn't even make the charts. I mean, it didn't even make the top 40s. Okay, so you get the idea. 1 is clearly, so far, the popular choice out here. I would like to sort of do more statistical analysis and surveys here But I don't think the right kind of. Okay, so but one is winning, and two I can't really ask anyone because two's. I don't know what happened to two, unless I didn't see this backside. But then we have a whole nother rock structure. We have to sort of reanalyze and reverse engineer the structure here on two, if this was two, but I'm not sure because two didn't even make the charts. Two didn't even make top 40s here. So really talking to other people. One is the winner. And the one guy like three. So he made the right psychological choice, three. But one here, definitely the Oregon is the winner amongst popular demand here at Victoria where are we? Victoria Archwood, Utah. Okay, so and I was figuring I didn't really want to ask this young lady here, this young lady here, if she liked one or two. I just don't think that she's in the right environment to see which structure that she would like better. One, the Oregon, or is this thing still on? Yeah. Bat disease? Okay. The Oregon here, or there was no name, so there's no name. So what the girl I was talking to, she liked the triple header here. Now I was talking about the triple header down there. Okay, we were fighting. We were arguing. I was arguing with him and his fourth buddy down over there. But really, so you're out, man. You're not part. You know what? You have a bad demeanor against you. Again, you have a bad demeanor, man. We don't want you here. Okay, so one, by popular demand so far, is the winner, the Oregon, and I've explained the velocity and structural issues with the Oregon here and why it is popular choice, at least amongst the women out here. Okay, so the number one so far is the winner. Okay, so unfortunately, this is not where the young strutting stripper and Santa Monica Boulevard and Venice Boulevard hotties hang out. So I really can't go too deep into my statistical analysis about one or two out here in Victoria Archwood. I'm developing some kind of traumatic event where I don't want to say Archwood out here. The Victoria Archwoods National Park, Utah. Okay, so once again, so I'm not sure this no-namer, Mr. No-namer, Mr. Emanion, Live Evil Emanion over here. You're out. Get out. We don't want you here. Get out. You're no good. You're out of the competition, Okay, but the Oregon, I've explained the frictional and tickly wind structures with the air Bonnie mixture and the cushy jade velocity wobble here in the middle. And so, and technically when it's on R and R, maybe other things come out the middle. I don't know. Okay, so anyways, you know what I'm saying, right? Okay, so, and we're just talking here. We you know what? I'm pretty accurate on my physics, but if you really feel that you need to take my data into the lab and reanalyze it, you are welcome. I am so secure in myself. I'm so secure in myself of that my statistical analysis and physics data is so accurate about the Oregon. About the Oregon. I want you. I dare you to take my statistical analysis into the labs and prove me wrong. I dare you. Onward!